It is Saturday, and Saturday of Mustang Week is going to be the car show day. So, we're going to go ahead, take this time to relax, soak up our victory that we had yesterday, and reminisce on a whole lot of fun that we had doing the HPDE on Thursday. Now, when I go to the car show, I'm going to see if I can't talk to some vendors and see if I can't do a little bit of a mini interview, ask them a couple questions and see if we can't get a preview of what to expect and what's to come in 2025 and maybe the following year, 2026, of what they're offering. Now, we need to go ahead, jump in the Mustang, might go top off the fuel, and head down to Galveston because we're going to Moody Gardens, and I'm going to be setting up with the Modern Driveline guys. If you didn't know, Modern Driveline is the company that has hydraulic clutch solutions, or at least my solution for a hydraulic clutch for my 65 Mustang. That's a Coyote swap, and they make the master cylinder, the bracket, adapters, everything you need for you to have a hydraulic clutch in a classic car. And as you can see, I raced mine, and we it's a winner, So we're gonna go over, because he's got new products he's developed, they've evolved. I have an early kit, and whenever I got to see what he had and what I'm about to show you guys, it's pretty impressive. It's come a long way from what I have, and I'm just gonna share it now. Let's just get on to it. I'm gonna pack the car, jump in, and let's head down to Galveston. My damn alternator pulley fell off, and I lost power. And jeez. So got the Modern Driveline. The damn alternator pulley come off. Whew. See if we can fix it. All right. So just so you guys are aware, the way I painted the car was direct inspiration by this guy's car, because whenever I went to go look for how I wanted it, because I didn't want that primer black, and whenever I was looking for a patinaed car that's Wimbledon white, because I kind of wanted the Wimbledon white, this car was like top of the list of what I was using as inspiration. This thing. So if you ever Googled probably rust bucket fastback, it might happen this way. Or what was it? Bondo?
It's the Bondo shit box.
The Bondo shit box. So you doing the burnout stuff?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Popping these tires tonight.
Yeah.
I've never popped a set of tires that these are going tonight. This is only my second burnout contest ever, so.
Man. So if you guys want someone to blame as to why my car looks the way it is,
I absolutely love it.
So
that's like,
there's his YouTube.
Something garage.
That's right. Let's look at the interior.
Oh. There's that seat.
Yeah.
But it's just the stock, except for the shifter. The guy that had those white bucket seats had that shifter in his car when he got it. He goes, I hate this thing. So he traded me for my stock shifter out of this.
Man, I love it.
This is just of course I took my breather off last night, so it gets a little pressure in there, so we'll have to check the horns.
Yeah, I got my breather. It'll kind of, it can only contain so much.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, when I set this thing on 7. Put your hands together. Let them hear you through that car. Junior. Put your hands together for Team RTR.
Okay, so alternator off. The pulley is like sideways and locked up. Holy smokes. That's wild. It just ate itself up. Alright, so we're heading over to go get interviewed. And they announced to the whole show that my alternator's burnt up. It's alright. It is what it is. Maybe that might recruit some help. But we're gonna go chat with them. Got parts on order, got tools reserved. So I think we're gonna get it fixed, but let's go talk to these people. I get to ride with you and not let you pass me.
All right.
So just got out of the car with Vaughn. That was such a wild ride. That I kind of get it now. I'm gonna tell you, I kind of get it, you know. But what I'm getting at is that was a ton of fun. I don't care who you are. That was fun getting the drift experience. So I had Vaughn. And I've been talking to Vaughn. Talked to Vaughn at the at MSR. Super cool dude. He's just a regular guy. Same with Ben Hobson. Talked to Ben Hobson. Me and Ben actually have a couple mutual friends that kind of got all together around SEMA. Yeah, SEMA. So 2 years ago, and that was pretty cool to kind of see that connection happen. We're about to start giving the focus to the Mustang because we're about to have to make a 1.5 mile walk to 1.5 mile walk to the auto parts store to grab maybe some more fasteners, perhaps maybe help sandwich that thing down, hold it, but also to pick up our new alternator. Whenever I started my Coyote swap and I had the TR6060, that is naturally, if you're using, you know, the factory components, factory throwout bearing, it's internal, it's hydraulic, and they didn't update the Mustangs to hydraulic clutch for quite a while, whenever, you know, from 65. So a solution is what Modern Driveline has to offer, and I took advantage of it, and it's been battle tested for years. And it's very simple, and now he's came out and evolved the product, and as well as he offers not just a hydraulic clutch solution, but we're going to go through what he has all laid out here in the booth, and I'm just going to let him explain everything.
Yeah, we'll give you an update on things, because your kit here, you've had it for a number of years.
Yep.
Modern Driveline ourselves, obviously, we're pioneers in application-specific hydraulic kits.
Right.
Prior to that, it was kind of like a will fit. You figure it out. With a little bit of guidance from whoever sold the kit. And I said, man, we got to do that better.
Yeah.
So then we came out with our Lightfoot series. It's evolving. So we can show you a little bit about that here. And then, of course, we can break into our Stealth series, which is something that we came out with last year. People have been asking us for stuff that is at the next level. And they're wanting to basically make all this aftermarket stuff fit together, because you got Coyotes going in like yourself and having brake boosters and clutch mechanisms. It's just, you're running out of room. So that's when we came out with the Stealth series to be able to utilize the stuff in the dash.
So
our Lightfoot series, which you're familiar with, is undergoing some upgrades for 2025. Later this year, probably third, fourth quarter, we're going to be introducing a new cylinder, upgraded linkage system with a bearing assembly, heavier duty linkage with a variable ratio, which is something we did in our Stealth series. So it'll allow you to move this up and down to change the feel or action of that hydraulics. Clearly, we still offer this with a plastic and metal reservoir. As we segue into 65.6, this is our Stealth series.
We utilized the same space that we did with the spring that was originally there for assisting the clutch pedal. We used the same 3 holes to mount the bracket. The clutch pedal, while it looks the same from this location down, from here up, we incorporated so that we can actually push it back into the cylinder. We still use the same stop. We use the stock clutch rod hole, and we gave you a bulkhead fitting that's actually sealed throughout our product line. So on the opposing side, you can actually do a straight or 90-degree fitting, and so it's very, very compact, very clean, no water or gases can get in. So as we do this through all the different ones, we got the 67 here, again, same kind of concept, utilizing a factory stuff. 69, we took some liberties and made the cylinder go vertical, just due to the packaging. Again, we used the original spring assist bracket. So again, no modifications, but again, the pedal comes with the kit. We did incorporate our removable shaft to facilitate the installation. And again, similar deal here. The reservoirs can come in silver or black. And really the one that we're getting probably the most attention on is our Fox body one, 81 to 93. Again, we took a completely different approach. We have the bracket goes on the left-hand side, and the cylinder, of course, is our proprietary cylinder throughout our Stealth series. And of course, we incorporated all the forces directly on the arm instead of going through the shaft. But again, from here down, looks like the factory Fox body parts, using the factory hanger assembly.
Right.
And of course, you know, here at Mustang Week, we're doing all 5 and 6 speed packages. This is what we've been doing for 27 years. We're out here showing our complete product lines, whether it's adapters, cross members, 65 all the way to current cars. We've got something for everybody, whether it's 6 cylinders, inline 4s, Mustang 2, Fox body, SN95. Contact us. We're here to help.
Yep, that's Modern Driveline. The website's super easy to use. Also, you got guys like these two. You can give them a call. They'll talk to you forever. You tell them about your build, your firstborn child, everything. So, but thank you, Bruce.
Absolutely. Thank you.
This is what happened. Yeah, man. I don't care what they say about you or the third place that you came in. It beats walking 1.5 miles. But the alternator's in.
What's it called? That first race you
Yeah.
had me?
Yeah.
Because I was using my paddles. Second race?
So it was a user error.
No, second race?
I like.
Second race.
Yeah.
Second race was like the last 2 races we did.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
You lost just like that.
No, I beat you the second
Yo,
time.
hold on.
What are you talking about? I beat you that second time.
You did beat me. I did lose.
Yeah.
I'm man enough to admit it.
It was a very good race, actually.
It was an excellent race. Hell yeah. I have it on walking mode. So if it tells us to go a crazy route, it's not my fault. Alright. Man. Morgan hooked me up. I didn't have to walk all the way to AutoZone. I just had to walk to the entrance when he was leaving. Just coincidentally. So I got my alternator. I got Loctite, JB Weld, random assortment of fasteners to lock this thing down. That don't look good. Whoa. That don't sound good. I know I've heard that chirp, but yeah, that don't sound good at all. That thing is screaming. Alright, so status update with the Mustang. Tried fixing it, bought another alternator. Looks like the pulley material got taken off the pulley enough to where it's not going on the shaft how it's supposed to, where it's kind of like press fits down, and then you lock it down with that lock nut, and it's just not holding. So new alternator, old alternator, well, old alternator, it kind of holds it, but it brings it down too far down, where it's going to eat into it eats into the body if it spins, because then it'll just lock up. So I gotta call it quits. There's nothing I can do, because I need that pulley. I can't use the clutch style pulley that's on the factory because the alternator is being spun the other direction. So I called flatbed, and I will be towed out of Mustang week. But it was a blast. It was a ton of fun. So. Well, we just got done racing. Just got done. Time to unload. My neighbors are probably like, what the fuck? What a day. So, oh, damn, I'm cooked. Anyways, could not fix the Mustang at the car show. Had to get it towed. So, I suspect I know the issue. I know the cause of the failure, which I believe what it was is the pulley is aluminum, but the stud it goes on is steel, okay? And when we went racing, it, heating up, spinning fast, maybe I had a belt that might have been too tight. But I don't think so. I don't think that was a leading cause. I think, sure, I could have gone a little looser, but I don't think that's what it was. We were humming. We broke up to 8,000 RPM several times, very quickly, up and down, holding it for a minute, or not a minute, but holding it for a good solid moment. And I think that with the heat, the aluminum swells at a different rate than the steel, and with it spinning that fast, I think the alternator, the bearings in the alternator, because the bearings in the alternator were squeaking when I could spin it by hand, which you can imagine if it's going a couple hundred RPM, it's definitely going to be screaming. So I think the bearings were out. I think that was slowing it down. I think that with spinning it fast and the heat, that it just basically just started eating itself alive. And I think that's what ended it. Now, I couldn't make the repair. I did buy another alternator, but I couldn't use the clutch style pulley because it flips the alternator backwards, spins it the other way. And the other pulley, well, it basically machined itself to be, not able to fit any other alternator it would go on to. So, before I came up with any bright ideas that might inflict harm or injury, I went ahead and called it. And I called a good buddy of mine for a tow truck, flatbed, and he sent a good guy over. Probably just made a new best friend because that dude was awesome. We clicked off pretty like immediately. So, great service from that man. Freaking loaded the car into the garage, not a problem. So let's talk about Mustang Week. I think Mustang Week, I'm gonna give them a solid B, not a B plus, but a solid B, because I think that there were areas of improvement, like checking people in, getting things going, and but for the most part, I think they did all right. I think they did pretty good. Some circumstances were uncontrollable by participant and organizer, but other than that, I think the weekend was a success. I had a ton of fun. I have a new appreciation for Vaughn Jr. and the drift cars and stuff like that. So I will be posting raw track footage. So for you guys who want to see unedited, unmolested track footage, those are coming out, the next day. So for you guys, for your viewing pleasure. And then, I think hit the like button down below if you like the video. Comment if you think I missed something or missed some coverage, or you wish to see something, or question, was this there? Was this a thing? You can go ahead and drop it in the comments. We'll go ahead and investigate. And then if it's your first time here, why don't you go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.